This is the coroner's office at 7110 West Okanagan Place, which is the Washington State Coroner's Office. Frank Kamusko, J. Mueller, Administration Office here in Benton County Justice Department. Andy Miller's office, which is Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, U.S. And services for their increments for the COVID-19. This is Andy Miller, and this is 7110 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington. Since people like littering, and the coroner's office at the 7110 West Okanagan Place has services. As you can see, the cardboard box for the wood and then the 6-yard garbage can in the garage here at the coroner's office at 7110 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington 99226. License plate number is 95702C. All-wheel drive, Benton County Coroners, just for use only. And the coroner's doorway for Kennewick. This is the Kennewick office here at the Benton County Coroner's office. The other doorway is Benton County Justice Department. This is Benton County Coroner's office on the other flank, which is increments on the entranceways. You come around again, we'll shoot your fucking ass with your dog. He keeps that fucking armored guy out of here. And this is the Ben Franklin Health Department sign, Ben County Justice Department, which is Andy Miller's office. Ben County Franklin Health Department and Benton County Justice Center. With a nice crosswalk. coming here trying to kill him. He's coming here trying to kill him. He's here. There's these kids again. This is Andy Miller, 7112 West Okanagan Place. This is the area of parking lot, which is taking in considerations of the COVID-19 and their services they have here at the prosecutor's office. Andy Miller, SCO Ben Washington, is some overview accounting assessments and inquiry. And the parking lot for the gate, which is organized to a Microsoft component sensory. This is Fire Department 3 in Kennewick, Washington. Fire Department 3, they have a array of services. Fire Department 3. Here, Fire Department 3, they have Fire Department right next to Prosecutor's Office, which is the Washington Bar Association. Fire Department is right next to the Justice Department. Go figure. Fire Department 3 here in Kennewick, right next to the Justice Department. And this is the renovation upgrade. Bay County Justice Department. Andy Miller. Shaving cream.
Do you have a pepper spray in that bag on there?
What's that?
Do you have a pepper spray?
I got shaving cream canister.
Shaving cream?
Shaving cream canister and also some another shaving cream canister and some hygiene shampoo stuff.
The BENZEL bottle is that?
Shampoo canister. Shampoo canister.
That one? Okay, that's all you got.
This is the rules of the general application for the Washington State Court rules, and also the federal guidelines. And the federal guidelines, as you can see, this is the Federal Sentencing Manual Services, the Federal Sentencing Guidelines Manual. And this is a This is Mission Practice APR Original Effective, including amendments received through February 12, 1965. General Supreme Court regulations to the practice of communications to associates and General Supreme Court prerequisitions to the practice of communication to association and confidentially. Board of Governors, applicable take bar, application, examination, application, admission, and practice law, the bar examination certificate of results, bar examination and notifications of results, recommendation for admission order admitting to practice payment membership fee oath or attorney resident agent, recommendations for admission order admitting to practice payment membership fee oath of attorney resident agent, law clerk program, law clerk program, investigation of the duty of applicant, investigation duty of applicant, special admissions and limited application, limited admissions, legal interns, licensed legal interns, continuing legal education, also the regulation of Washington State Bar, continuing legal education, the preserving identity of funds, preserving identity of funds and property and transactions closed to limited practice, signed for plating of other papers, address of record, electronic mail, address, notice of change of addresses, telephone numbers, and names. Signing, pleading, and other paper addresses of record, electronic mail address, notice of change of address, telephone number, or name. Limited practice rules of foreign law consultants, lawyers fund for the client protection, lawyers fund for the client protection, meditation program, the suspension form practice, the admission suspension form practice, the admission of lawyers licensed in other states or territories of the United States or the District of Columbia or the practice law in Washington State. Lawyer Service Department, Character of Fitness Board, the Character of Fitness Board, the authority of the board, meetings, bar council, clerk, service, character defined, fitness defined, independent fitness examination, the fitness independent fitness examinations, the Character of Fitness Board, pro-hearing proceedings, procedure and applicants for admission, Character of Fitness Board, pre-hearing procedure, applicants for admission, application for admissions, duty of applicant, factors considered when determining character and fitness, factors considered when determining character and fitness, hearings, decision of recommendation, action of Supreme Court determination, action of Supreme Court's determinations, petitions for restraints after disbarment, restriction of restatement, reversal of conviction, petition investigations, hearing before Character of Fitness Board, action of Character Fitness Board and Fitness Board, action of Supreme Court determinations, insurance disclosure, provision legal service following determination of major disaster, limited practice rule, limited licensed legal technicians, regulations APR limited license legal license technician board. Factors considered in a character fitness board is determining good moral character and determining whether post-conduct disqualifies applicant from taking Washington bar examination. For license admission to the board, the character fitness board shall consider those factors specified in Rule 24.2a, the following factors and mitigation and aggravation. The applicant age at the time of the conduct, recently to the conduct, reliability of the information concerning the conduct, seriousness of conduct, factors and circumstances underlying the conduct, culpable nature of conduct, condor admission process before the board, maturity of any omissions and misrepresentations, evidence of rehabilitation, which may include but not limited to the following: absence of recent misconduct, compliance of disciplinary judicial orders taking out the misconduct, sufficiency of punishment, and also the factors considering the character of fitness board fitness, a case involving any drug, alcohol dependency, or abuse. When determining whether the applicants practice law during the drug or alcohol dependence of abuse, the fitness board shall consider following the factors, single one of which the determinants: which the applicant currently using drugs or alcohol, whether the applicant's drug, alcohol dependency of abuse likely to cause contribute to any of the conduct specified in Rule 24.2a, nature, extent, duration of application's drug, alcohol dependency of abuse, and applicants can conduct an admission process before board describing the problems, whether applicant has been, is now in treatment, the nature of duration of the treatment, whatever treatment was voluntary or involuntary, consideration pursuing compliance, whether applicants have undergone a drug or alcohol evaluation by certified chemical dependency counselor or professional credentials accepting a board to the board, and whether the absence of persons, length of applicant's event, facts considering character witness board, fitness case involving. See, these criteria, these political beliefs of the opiate program, which is rules of the mission certificate limited on practice. And be on the sidewalk, and also in increments of sidewalk, calling Andy Miller, telling him that I was attacked on the sidewalk when I wasn't not in before and after a crime, or if there's a crime committed. There's definitely no crime committed for crossing a crosswalk with having Mr. Eric Deals, and he's the owner of the property, and requesting the body cam on the individuals at Othello, Washington, Warden, Washington, Moses Lake, Washington, and weighing in. This is a case weighing on downward and a case weighing on upward motion. See, any of the contents of information of you being arrested for any way, shape, and form. You have no warrants or outstanding warrants for your arrest, and you have no citation, no tickets, no department license, no drug trafficking, no possession of drugs, no possessions of MIP, MIC, like minors in possession or minors in consumption, or you're throwing a party like at Denver Hotel, the Rossio, the Red Lion, the Kavanaughs, the Marriott, and you'll fit that description in services increments when you're contacting Andy Miller, the Washington Bar Association, on phone records, landline to landline. There's a standard limitation of private practice enactment. There's a responsible expert witness enactment by the administration, by administrative costs, and those services are called a phone call. See, anybody in false imprisonment, false information, putting handcuffs on your hands, that's false imprisonment right off the bat. Putting handcuffs on somebody that have no warrants or outstanding warrants for arrest, and they're making things up and fabricating things when you were in Eddie, the prosecutor of Ritzville, Adams County, Othello, Washington. go into her office to have the information levied and processed and get the sealed documentation, give her a duplicate of the sealed documentation. And you have people stopping you to drink some water or download information and some information to the Washington Bar Association, which is the head prosecutor Othello, Carol J. Benzel, the judge, and Mr. Buer is no more longer, he's fired, and also Mr. Dixon was replaced by Mr. Judge Miller in Roseville, Washington, 99169, 210 West Broadway, P.O. Box 187, zip 99169. See, any way, shape, and form, the responsibility of expert witnesses is reserved and standard by case weighing. Following some examples of situations where case weighing might result in representative being weighed and more or less than one case. Listings of specific examples intending to suggest or imply a representative such for situations that must be weighed and most less than one case, only that they establish a properly adopt case weighing system. Case weighing upward. Serious offenses or complex cases demand more than average investigation, legal research, writing, use, experts use, social workers, expenditure, and times and research should be weighed upward and connected like CPS or DHS. Let them know that I was attacked on the sidewalk. And show them the scar tissue on my face. Of course, that's B. Andy Miller pulling the stitches. And here at 7112 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington. That's the coroner's office, 7110. That's COVID-19. See, these case weighing services, that's Mr. Steve H. Sackman and J. Felice Family Law, Steve A. Sackman, the law firm, and also the McKenna Law Firm in Moses Lake on Olive. And Mr. James McGee, he has a Washington Bar Association. See, the case weighing upward. Writing, use of experts, use of social workers, and expertise and time of research should be weighed upward and counted as more than one case. Several caseworkers at DHCPS office. And get that on footage, and you got that documentation of witnesses, and also filling the eligibility review form out and giving the eligibility review form, filling it accurately. Now, the case weighing downward listed below are some examples of situation whether weighing might justify. Representative being weighed unless one of the case, however, must be taken because of many such representatives routinely involve sufficient work and if effort should be weighed at a full case more than others. Cases result in partial representatives of clients, including client failures to adhere to recommendations for proceedings, preliminary appointments in cases in which no charges are filed, appearance of retaining counsel, withdrawals or transfer may reason or limited appearance of specific purpose, not including representative or multiple cases of routine dockets. So if you're always there and you're witnessing people that didn't even show up for these clients' failure to appear to recommence the proceedings, preliminary appointments, case in which no charges are filed, cases in criminal and offender case types are not involved in filing a new criminal charge, including sentences and violations of representatives and the marshal witnesses of which matter represents of clients involve criminal charges. No complex sentences violations should be weighed at less than 1/3 of the case. Now, cases specified in therapeutic courts, an attorney representing defending and client against underlying charges at Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, U.S. Andy Miller, West State Prosecutor at 7112 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington, 99856. Phone number is 509-735-3591. That's 509-735-3591. Fax is 509-736-3066. That's Andy Miller at CO Benton coming live. That's it's 11:27, almost 12, almost lunchtime, and it's May 6, 2020. Now, the cases specifying therapeutic courts and attorneys and responsible for defending the client against underlying charges before or after the client's precipitating specialized therapeutic court. However, case weighing must recognize that the numerous hearings of expanded monitored client cases such as courts substantially contribute to attorney workload. In many instances, such as cases warrant allocations of full case weight or more. Cases on criminal or offender first appearance or arraignment docket where attorney is deciding appointment or contact to represent groups of clients of the docket without exception of further or continuing representative which are resolved at the time of exception. That'd be Mr. Dixon, Superior Court 210 West Broadway. Spend there a whole week and know Andy Muller that I'm over at Superior Court with Dixon. I'm scared for my life. And I'm trying to make to Carol J. Benzel's office. Well, I have to call people. GTA, contact them and see if they can pick me up. Right now, I'll be a walk-off fine day, or I'll just wait. That's the cases of the therapeutic courts of an attorney not responsible for defending the client against underlying attorney before or after the client's prescription in specialized therapeutic court. However, case weighing must recognize that numerous hearings extending monitoring or client cases such as court submission contribute their attorney with workload. In many instances, such as cases warrant on location full cases weight or more. Cases on criminal or offender first appearance or arraignment docket, whether the attorney is designee. Designate appointment or contract represent groups of clients on the docket without exception and further or continue representing with resolved at the time. Such circumstance consideration should be given a just caseload, limited and permanently recognizing the case weighting must reflect attorney workload, including the time need, appropriate client contact preparation as well, appearance time spent on such dockets. So your Class A uniform, your suit and tie. Your suit and tie is going to be dry cleaned. Class A uniform as well is going to be presentable for the docket, for the exception for the continuing represented, revolt, and also resolved at the time except by its dismissal. In such circumstance, considering such giving a just caseload limitation primarily recognize the case weighing must reflect attorney without workload includes the time needed to appropriate client contact preparation as well, appearance time spent on such dockets. So we have the state seal document sealed, and what they do is trying to add to it, and there's no adding to it because nothing's changed. And I got this document. I'm gonna have to laminate it, stock it, store it, PDF it, download it, submit it on the Andy Miller at CO Ben Washington, and have it on. And it's going to be a representation of a person of a court limited jurisdiction charge, which matter to regular practice court in case pending to be resolved in the early stage and proceeding by the Diverson reduction of infraction stipulation on continuance of ulterior non-criminal disposition does not involve the finding of guilt. Such cases should be weighed at 1/3 of the case. ABA standards from criminal justice prosecution function, defense function, STD. That's 4.1.2, 3D ED 1994. ABA standard criminal justice providing defense service 5-4.3, 3D ED 1992. AM Bar Association guideline appointed by Performance of Defense Counsel, death penalty cases, ED 2008, ABA Com on ethics and proof. Responsibility formal op 06441 2000 ethical obligation of law who represent indigent criminal defendants. And there's no criminal indigency here at all. Now, jury's oath. The jury shall sworn affirm while jury truly to try the issue between the state and the defendant, according to the evidence instruction by the court. Custody of jury. Generally, trial and deliberations in May jury allowed separate unless good cause is shown on the record. For sick question on jury. Communication restricted. Unless the jury is allowed to separate, the jury shall be kept together under the charge of one or more officers until they agree upon their verdict and are discharged by the court. The officer shall keep the juries separate. Of other persons shall not allow communication which may affect the case made of the juries. Make himself unless order the court except that ask the juries they have agreed upon their verdict. The officer shall not verdict before the verdict rendered communication. Motions of any motion proceedings concerning separation of jury shall be made out in the presence of the jury. Not taking, note taking by jurors. View of premises by jury. Discharge of jury. Judge. Disability of judge during jury trial. Disability of judge during a non-jury trial. If a judge or before a judge without jury is commenced is unable to proceed with the trial, mistrial shall be granted. Rules. Witnesses. Who may testify? Any person who witnessed any of the action proceeding under the rule except as hereafter provide the rules of evidence. When excused, when a witness is subpoenaed to attend a criminal case, is dismissed and excused from further attendance as soon as they or she has given to her testimony in the chief, has been cross-examined, therefore, unless the party makes request, an open court that the witness remains in attendance. And the witness fees that the witnesses fees not to be allowed by the witness after the day which of his or her testimony is given. Witnesses as an open court has been required to remain for their attendance. Any person who witnessed the action proceeding under the rules except hereafter provided rules of evidence. Testimony of the live witness. Disposition upon determination that the testimony witness material that all peers probable witness that viable appear at the trial court undertaking her disposition. Pending the taking disposition that provides CR 3.2 test reports experts test certification required subjects to subsequent. Grounds of new trial. The court of motion of defendant may grant a new trial for any of the following causes. Affirmative appears that the substantial right to defendant receipt by jury of evidence, paper, document, or book not allowed by the court. Misconduct of prosecution of jury. Newly discovered evidence, material from the defendant which defendant could not have discovered with reasonable diligency provided at the trial. Accident or surprise. Irregularity proceeding of the court, prosecution of other court, abuse of discretion which defendant has prevented from having a fair trial. Error of law occurring trial, objection to the time of defendant. Trial verdict, decision of contrary to have the law of evidence. Subsequently, justice has not been done. These fall on new trial, grounds of new trial. These fall on the court of motion. This falls on grounds of new trial. So the officer taking your identification, your driver's license, CDL license, and then trying to call in increments, start problems and havoc when you're already at the Department license and DRL, pass your test, pass your written test, and doing your final test, and also increments in your decision making when someone makes up things, handcuffs you, and put you in the back of the vehicle, and insinuate nothing but lies. See the CPS office or DHS office here in Moses Lake got documentations on your records of your evidence that you put on file, and which is submitted to Olympia, Washington. You're on the very far left, on the very far left corner of your document says the Moses Lake, P.O. Box, Tacoma, Washington. It says your Washington Department of Social Health Services has your phone number. Also on the very left-hand side it has your first and last name, your residence. And if you complete your interview at that, finish your proceeding eligibility review your following information, make a correction, additional information, reading and signing, declaration of signature on your section, return and document using the following methods: mail, in person, local at DHCPS, DHSS office, or faxing 1-888-338-7410. See the receiving documents has eligibility review forms have you filled out. Your voter registration rights, Department of Voters Registration required in the National Voter Registration Act 1993 plain, and also having your food and cash by authorized representative household or food assistant health care coverage applicant on your authorized representative, your first and last name. They have the food and cash for explaining the rights of the responsibility received of the client rights of responsibility DSHS 14/113 certified declaration under penalty of service concerning citizenships and whatnot. Get your birth certificate, social security card, And on the Washington State Collision Report, the Washington State Patrol Collision Report, you got here, you got to fill out your form for your body cam. And the body cam that you're requesting. We got a case number. And this is Moses Lake Police Department. And this is the accident report number is 12. That's the incident number is 12ML094996. The number 12 ML094996. Nature is a traffic accident. Address, it would be 101 West Broadway Avenue, Moses Lake, Washington 98837. Moses Lake, and also your witnesses of FedEx Company, which is parked at Broadway in Moses Lake, Washington, and Dano Law Firm, Moses Lake, Washington. They have a private attorney there. Your healthcare provider information on the bottom. It'd be Samaritan Hospital, CBHA, Cadillac Hospital, KGH, and also Lady Lord's, Pasco, Washington. You authorize and release medical information, your waiver of physician and patient privilege. This is your claim number, your policy number, the date of loss, your injury, the your insurance company, which is authorized to release medical information to waive physician-patient privilege. Release information of the country preferred insurance company. Authorized to release medical, financial, or personal information, including information about health history, pharmacy history, diagnosed treatment, and also respective physical condition, including drug and alcohol, HIV testing, online services. They have disclosure services increments, and then add a contract. Then you got a country preferred insurance company with the diaphragm on the service area. Has a they're asking what forms are useful or precise in your claim. Please, this is useful for the process of your claim. So you're hit by a truck, SUV Trailblazer. You're hit by Stephanie Mae Jordan at Freda, Washington, and she's license plate is 782ZUC. The number is 1GN OT13SX421 179449. 2004 Chevy Trailblazer SUV, Stephanie Squire, Maine, Jordan. This is her country financial company, Country that's a country financial, and that's country preferred insurance company, and they have Swanberg, Maine, Jordan, and Freda, Washington. She has hitting Felix Barela at the crosswalk, just like the officer attacking me on the sidewalk and officer attacking me on the crosswalk here in Othello, Washington, at 13440 Base Insurance Company, the bowling alley, Cimaron 5IC, the hospital, and also the City Hall, and also the Judge's Chambers, Carol J. Benzel's.
Hey man, we're gonna have a meeting.
Oh, okay, I'm out.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Want to have FedEx sign off on. FedEx is going to come here, but somebody's going to be here to sign it. It's Monday to Friday. Somebody's going to be here to sign it.
We don't sign for nothing.
So just have it drop at the mailbox.
They're not dropping nothing with us. They take it to whatever office they want.
So they come through here and have them,
And go to whatever office they want.
and they put it.
Give it to the person, see they have it open. If it's not open, they take it back.
So addressee to the receptacle or address or whatever.
No, see, you don't send it to the prosecutor.
No. It goes to, has its name on it. But that destination, they're going to ask for a signature, but that door is not going to be open anymore. So what am I going to put? Just respond, or mailbox?
I don't know. But we don't sign for anything.
That goes out of your way, but whoever gets to it, it gets to that destination.
See, it's open, the office, yes, it will. See, it's not open, they take it back.
Well, I'm just saying the respondent for service, that doorway is 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning or afternoon.
Open right now.
Yeah, well, morning time, if in
They
the,
open in 8 to 12 and 1 to 3.
but those doors are closed. But only time they come out.
No, they open. The court is not open. No court.
No. I'm saying the door, they're open, but I'm saying, but the only time you come in there is, you'll see people there, but I'm saying, but the doors, the things are closed. Are they open now or?
They open now.
So it'll be when they come through, they'll sign it. They'll go that way and they'll sign it.
Yeah.
So I can just do that. So before they weren't open. Now they're open. Before it was like 1 to 3, and then I walked in there, just jury duty and staff members are open. But I'm saying now they're closed. But if they walk through there,
Open. I tell you, they open.
oh, now they're open. Okay.
They open.
Okay. Thank you. She was fucking trying to approximate. Idiot. problem.
Yes.
Now is your chance to read, listen, and learn, and save while doing it. All month long, score 10% off on books, CDs, and bar chart study guides. While supplies last.
Yeah.